Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to create a project, and as you know, we have already done HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we are going to create something amazing with that. We are not going to create any traditional products like building a website or so. You can check go to YouTube and you can learn all those things. How to create a website with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript website, how to build these websites, and we are more going to look in the whole mern stack when we start learning React.js and all those things. Uh, but I want you to understand how React.js, how the JavaScript is working. So in this particular project, we are going to create some interesting thing. So what we are going to create is we are going to create something known as the sorting visualizer that will sort your particular array. So this is the particular project and you can get the whole code. So whatever the code I will be writing, this is the same code, and you can check out this particular code. So let me first tell you what I am talking. Okay, so before telling you before starting writing code, let me show you something, what we are going to create and how we are going to do that. So let me first create a pseudo code, or the like a blueprint of that thing, so that we can clearly understood. Okay, so let me start. So this is something we are creating. Okay, so sorting visualizer. So sorting visualizer. Okay, which means that uh, a simple basic means is that we are going to sort an particular array. Okay, so this is the particular screen, and here we will have two buttons. Okay, here we will have two buttons. One button is on the new array. Okay, and second button is will be sort array, and then there will be a graph, there will be a bar graph that shows this particular new array in the form of a bar graph. Okay, in the form of a bar graph. So this is something like you will show here. Okay, this is something like you will see. So the concept behind this is that on clicking on the new array, on clicking on the uh, on clicking on the new array, it will generate something like this, a random array. Okay, so we are going to look how to do all these things, but I'm just telling you the UI, how UI will look like. So this will, on clicking on the new array, this will generate a random array, and that particular random array we are showing in a bar graph. Okay, कि something element like this particular element has size 3, this particular element has size 4, and the 2. So this is how a bar graph will show. But when we will click on the sort array button, so it will particularly sort this particular thing. So it will look something like this. It will look something, the bar graph looks something like this. कि भाई, this is your bar graph. ठीक है, like in a sorting way, in the sorting way. Right now the elements are in the random order. ठीक है, they are in the random order. ठीक है, but as soon as we click on sort array, so we are going to sort it from increasing to decreasing order, from increasing to decreasing. ठीक है, so uh, so uh, so this is what we are going to do is, so let me show you how, let me tell you how we are going to write a code. So HTML part will contain all these things, but let's come to the JavaScript. So how we are going to write the JavaScript consists of two three particular things that we are going to learn new things in this particular thing. So on clicking on a new button, so let me tell you how many functions we are going to create. We have two buttons, right? So we have to create two functions on that. Ki bhai, if someone clicks on new array, then it should generate a new array. Okay, and if someone clicks on the sort array, then it should sort the particular already generated array. Okay, so something like we are going to do this. Okay, so our buttons, so we will have buttons, two buttons. We will have two buttons, and the on clicking on the clicking on the new array, we will run a function of the, like something we can call it generate new array, generate new array. Okay, and on clicking on the sort array, we are going to write a function of the sort array. Okay, as simple as that. So what is the second thing we are going to do is, um, so this is the thing. Okay, So this will generate new array, this will sort new array. ठीक है. So when we will generate a new array ना, ठीक है, this is the particular code part. ठीक है. Now the sorting algorithm that we are going to use is the bubble sort. For this video we are going to use the bubble sort. Bubble sort. Now what is the sorting algorithms? ठीक है. What is the sorting algorithms? Let's talk about them. Sorting algorithms. So like, what is sorting? Sorting basically simply means that uh, you are making a random order to a particular in a sorting algorithm, like uh, to a particular order, like from increasing, like the if like we know na ki increasing and decreasing all these things. So sorting as simple as means ki bhai, we are sorting the particular things in the either in increasing order, that it should start from zero, and either in decreasing order, whether it should start from the bigger number. Okay, bigger number. So we have some sorting algorithms in the terms of tag that we use to sort a particular given array. So like if there is a particular array, okay, if there is a particular array that contains number 5, 2, 3, 9, 11. So if I have to sort this, how this particular array will look like? It will look like 2, 3, 5, 9, 11. Okay, this is the random array, and this is the sorted array. So how we are going to do that? How we are going to convert this particular thing to this? We are going to use something known as the sorting algorithms. There are multiple sorting algorithms in the we have right now, but but the sorting algorithm we are going to use is the bubble sort. Is the bubble sort. Okay, is the bubble sort. Let's see how bubble sort works. So I have told you there are multiple sorting algorithms: insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort, radix sort. There are so many algorithms. If you're going to your college, you will learn about them. If you have already done the if you are already in college, if you have already learned that, then maybe you will be, maybe you have heard of it. But we are going to use all bubble sort for this particular project. Okay, to sort the particular array. So how bubble sort, how bubble sort actually work, we are going to look that, and then we are going to write the code. So the two things we are going to learn in this particular project, okay, we will discuss that later, but for right now we will let's start ki bhai, how to sort this particular array. Okay, so like this is the array 2, 4, 3, 9, 8, and 11. How to sort this using bubble sort? So bubble sort uses a comparison technique that will follow each and every element. So uh, in this particular example, what we will going to do that, we are going to do that a particular, we will compare two things. Okay, 2 and 4, we are going to compare that. We will start a loop from the array of, like if this is the array. Okay, so we know ना these are the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the index starting from the 0. So we will compare each and every index of the array. Okay, so if we will compare 2 and 4, we know that these are in the sorting order. Okay, 2 is lesser than 4. So we will move forward. We then come to the 4 and 3. We will see that by 3, 4 is greater than 3. So we have to sort it. So how we are going to sort it? Like we have to bring 3 here and 4 here. So how we are going to do that? We are going to do that with the help of swap. Okay, as simple as that. कि भाई we swap both of these. So we swap array of array of 2. So we swap array of 2 with array of 1. As simple as that. So what it will look like? It will look like something like, and it will look like sorry, it will look like something 2, 2, 3, 4. ठीक है, 4, 3, 9, 8, 11, 9, 8, 11. So these particular two elements are sort. Okay, then we will move on to the next part. Okay, then we will see why these are already sorted. Then we will move to the 9 and 8 part. We will again see why 9 and 8 are not sorted. Then we will again going to use the swap function, and we will again swap both of these particular things. So in this case, what will be the particular swap function? Swap what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 with 3. So it will sort. So it will look something like कि भाई 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 11. ठीक है. Now we will come to this, and as soon as we will come to this, we will see कि भाई 9 and 11 are already sorted, and we got the desired result. So this is a particular sorted array. ठीक है. this is how bubble sort works. ठीक है, a very very important sorting algorithm. Many like many many interview will ask you this basic question when you are going for a DS interview round or anything. So they will ask you this basic interview question कि भाई tell me how bubble sort works, write me the code of bubble sort. ठीक है, so let me show you how we are going to actually write in terms of this code. So if this is the array 2 4 3 9 8 11, so we will take two pointers. ठीक है, I and j. ठीक है, first for loop will be for I and second for loop will be for j. ठीक है, so I is at 0 right now. ठीक है, we will increase j will come here, j will come here. ठीक है, j will come here. Then we will like then we will compare. Right now j is 0 and now j is 1, so we will compare both of these elements कि भाई if j1 like j1 is smaller or greater than j0, so if it is greater than j0, sorry, if it is smaller than j0, then swap them. So then swap them both of this. This is how we are going to increase the j part. Okay, so now if once they are swapped, then we are again going to use this, particular for loop. So I will increase, I will come here and j will be here, then j will increase. Okay, then j will compare 4 and to like what it will do, 3 and 4 are it will swap that 3 and 4. Then j will come here and I will come here, then we will move forward, we will see but these are okay, j will go to the last, and then hence we got the desired result. Okay, so sorted array. So we are going to look more about this into the when we are going to write the particular bubble sort in coding. Okay, when we write the code of that particular bubble sort, so don't worry about that. We are going to actually learn how we are write this, but this is the particular bubble sort algorithm that we are going to use to sort a particular array. Okay, what is the second thing we are going to do? What is the second thing we are going to learn is the chart.js. So chart.js is a JavaScript library. JavaScript library, which means like we have already discussed कि भाई what is JavaScript library, right? In the React JS part. So a library that will somehow help us. So in this particular case, chart.js provide something like कि भाई I will provide you some charts and you can represent your particular graphs or anything like in bar chart or line graph or pie circle, anything. Uh, yeah, like your array or all those things into a chart form. Okay, into a chart form. So chart.js will help, will provide the syntax of that particular thing. We are going to use that syntax into our particular JavaScript, and we are going to create that particular bar that we are going to use. Okay, as simple as that. So let me sum up what things we are going to do is uh, going to create a two functions. Nee, what things we are going to learn in this particular thing is we are going to learn the uh, how to generate a new array. This is one thing that we are going to learn. Generate new array कि भाई on clicking every time array on new array, it should generate a new array. So how we're going to do that? Second thing, how we're going to sort that. So bubble sort we are going to learn. Bubble sort we are going to use something new. Third thing is the chart.js. Okay, chart.js that will provide some graphical uh, graphical charts. ठीक है, as simple as that. So these things are we are going to learn in this particular project, and of course we are going to learn more about the javascript. ठीक है, so let me take you to the code part and let's start writing the code. So let's go to the code part and let's start writing the code. And yeah, so we have already understood this. Let me close this also. So let's start and see the index in the .css part. You can copy from this particular code repo. Okay, so index.html, and the other file we are going to create is styles.css, and the other part is we're going to create index.js that will contain our js. Okay, as simple as that. So or do one thing. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. So sorting, we Lizer. Okay, and let's add our styles also here. So how will we add it? Style link rel style sheet type text.css, and the href is the this is how we are going to connect our particular external style sheets. Okay, and now we are going to connect our script JS also. So how do we write script src, and src we are going to write our index.js, and then we have already. So let's check whether we have whether it's being created or not, being connected or not. Console.log working, and let's go here and click on go live. So yeah, it is working. As you can see, it is working, right? Okay. Okay, now see, I am going to copy this css for this particular html file, because we are not going to write html and the css for this. We are going to write the javascript only, javascript part for that. But let me also first show you ki how we are what the html we are going to write actually is. So go to this particular repo and copy the html file. So this main part. Okay, this main part. And for now, yeah, let's put them also. Okay, so and go to the css, go to the css part and code copy this whole code and go to your style.css and paste this. Okay, now if you come back to the sorting visualizer, you will see something like this. Okay, so on clicking on the new array, you will get the new array. On click on the sorting array, you will get the sort array. So here you will get the particular graph. Here you will see the particular graph that we are going to create right now. Okay, okay, so yeah, let's go to the. So as we know ki we have two buttons here. One button is the input type button. So one button is the new array button. So we have created something like key on clicking on this particular button, we are going to run this particular function new array, and on this click on the particular button, we are going to run this sort array particular function. Okay, so we have two buttons in that. And what is this particular div part? Div part is that ki bhai, whatever the chart we are going to use, it will be inserted into this particular canvas. So canvas are used to canvas are used to use in javascript, like they are the elements of the html, but they are used to represent some of the graphical representations of like the in the html, some like the 2D figures or the 3D figures. When we have to show all those figures in the html, we are going to use the canvas. Okay, in normal content we are going to use all these text. Okay, but for the showing a graphical representation in 2D and 3Ds, we use the canvas part. So we all know ki by chart, the graph we are going to draw is in a 2D form, right? So for that, we are going to use this particular canvas that will have the id my chart. Okay, and in this my chart we are going to insert the chart. Okay, what are the chart that we will create? Okay, as simple as that. So let me let's start writing the code in particular JavaScript file. So in this particular file, we have only two things, that is the new array and the sort array. Okay, so let's start writing the index file. So let me open my index.js also. Okay, so what we have something now. Okay, let so let me show you from here only. Like let's start doing all those things from here. So like the JS file. So first thing we are going to create is, let me copy this all this and let me show you, keep on showing you all this. So we are creating a, see, we have to define the particular size of this particular array. Okay, so in this part we are going to define the array कि भाई we want only 40 elements, 40 40 size of the array, and in this particular array will contain the size of 40. So 40 elements will be generated, or 40 elements, or the 40 index that particular array will contain, and we are going to store that into the particular array that we will generate. And then after the sorting the array, we are going to store that particular array into the sorted array. Okay, so whenever we will click on the new array, we will going to show this particular array, and whenever we are going to click on the sort array, we are going to show this particular sort array. Okay, as simple as that. So the next thing is we are going to write the function, which is the generate array. So we all know na ki bhai, we have sort new array function. So how we will write this? So function new array. Okay, this is simply how we define functions, right, in the JavaScript. Let me check whether it is working or not. Console.log working. Working. So let me go to the particular thing, and if I click on new array, it will say working. Simple. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So in sort in new array, now there are two functions. There are particularly two functions that we will create. One function will be the generate new array. Okay. Okay. And second function will be the generate the any random element in that particular array. Okay, so like the first thing we are going to use is the we are going to generate the array. Okay, but we are going to generate the random elements of that array na? See, like imagine if I have given the range of 200 to 500. Okay, and from that particular range, in that particular range from 200 to 500, I have to generate any 40 elements. So it will generate 202, 205 to 400. Okay, something like this. So it will generate 40 particular random arrays, random elements. So how we are going to do that? We are going to do that with uh, we are going to generate a new array, and that particular generated new array will contain the generated random element. So how we are going to do that? Let's see. So here we will first write the function generate new array and function generate new array, and here it will contain the generate new array. So how we are going to write that? We are going to use the for loop for that. For let I is equals to 0, I is less than array dot size, because we only want the 40 elements. Then in this particular thing, what we are going to do is uh, array, and in particular array of that particular index, we are going to insert the particular new we are going to generate the new element for that particular index. So generate random. Okay, and this particular thing will contain the range. So whatever the range we are going to use, imagine we are going to use the range between 0 to 100. कि भाई we are generate a new array, generate a random numbers between the particular 0 to 100. So by it will generate 40 elements, 40 random numbers between the 0 to 100. Okay, so we have to write this particular generate random function also, that will generate the new array. Okay, that will generate the random element. So let's create the function here. Function generate random array. Okay, how we are going to do that? We are going to do that with the help of constant value and math. We all know that कि भाई how to generate a random number. We have learned about in the OTP validation कि भाई how to generate a random OTP every time. Okay, so in this case also the concept is same कि भाई we are generating a new element. So math dot random, and in this random we have to now give a range कि भाई generate a new element that should start from this particular number only. Okay, so what we are going to do this, let me show you this code. Let me copy this particular code here only, that uh, array I generate value from the 0 and 1. This is the particular function that we are going to write. So it will generate a new array in the range 100 minus 0 and plus 0. So what it is doing is कि भैया it will generate a 0.0. We all know कि भाई math.random generates a random value between 0 to 1. ठीक है, it will generate something like 0.0 0.102030. So what we're going to do is we are going to do by every time you generate, uh, you minus that particular, you multiply that particular number into this particular two-digit number. Okay, or like convert into this particular two digit number every time you generate a new random number. So this is how we are going to do that. So it every time it will generate a random number that is between 0 to 100. This is how we are going to do that. Okay, as simple as that. So now it will give a, so if I do console.log, and if I click on the value, if I console.color the value, whatever the value we're going to do, whatever the value it will going to do, it will going to give us. So how we're going to check that? Okay, whether we have to, let me run that function. So generate random. Okay. So see 49, 49 it gave me. Okay. So like if I refresh this again, or if I save this again, so it will give me 76. It is giving me numbers between the 0 to 100 only. It is not going below 0, or it is not going the above 100. Okay. So this is how I am doing that. Okay. Now I want only the particular two numbers only, like the two letter digits only. I don't want anything after that point. So we have already learned how to do that. So we will do the something like कि भाई constant random, and then in this particular random, what we're going to do is the random is equal to value dot to fixed, and here we write the 0. So if I do the console.log the random, so if I again, then it will give me 97. If I again show you, it will give me 54. If I again click on reload, it will give me 24. So okay, so it is giving me a random function. Now we are going to this insert this random function into this particular random I index. Okay, as simple as that. So it will give me the random value. So if I do the console log array at the end, by let me remove this. We were testing this particular thing only, and let me now check this. So in this particular new array function, whenever I will click this particular whenever I will click this particular button, this particular function will be triggered here, and then it will come here. So what we have to write here, we have to write here the generate new function, generate new array. Okay. So it will do something like by, for I is equal to 0, it will go inside it, it will generate a new a random array. And so actually we have to return this also, because we are return random. Okay. So it will return the random function, it will insert into that particular index of that array. Okay. And then we are, after this for loop, we are consoling that array. So let me show you what if we click on the new array button. So if I click on new array button, you are saying that we have generated a 40 elements of array. Okay, it contains something 27, 51, 55, 9, 15, 50, 75. Okay, all these, but all these elements are in a are between the 0 to 100 only. Like 100 is there. Okay, 100 is there. So but they are between the 0 to 100 only. Okay, they are not above the 100. Okay, and they are not below the uh, 0. So we have generated 40 elements. This is how we are going to generate the array. Now, as simple as that, we have to write a sort function algorithm. Okay, that will sort the particular array. So if the user clicks on this particular sort array, so we are going to use the sort. Okay, so we have to write this function. Let me copy this. So I will write function, and in this, let me check whether it is working or not. On clicking working, sort working. Okay, let's write the first the sorting algorithm. So bubble sort is the sorting algo we are going to use. Okay, function, let me copy this, and I will, and let me copy this bubble sort function, and that I will also show you कि भाई how this is working. Okay, so this is the bubble sort algorithm function. Okay, and the this is how it is look like. Let me show you how it is working. Okay, so the first thing that it is doing here is that, let me change it to let. Okay, so what is the function that will trigger and the array. So what we're doing is the particular array that it has created, we are copying that array into the sorted array. Okay, into the sorted array, the particular array we created on the top. Okay, so we copy the particular array into another array with the help of array.form from, and it will copy the particular array into this particular sorted array. Okay, now we are using the for loop कि भाई for I is equal to 0, I is less than array dot size, it will check this j, it will check for each and every element. So let j is equal to 0, j is less than array dot size. So we are checking by the particular current element of j is less than, let me show you, let me show you how can I show you this. Okay, let me open my whiteboard again, and let me show you, let me pseudo code this so that we will understand this. We have done this. Okay, so let's in here. So what we are going to do, let me first write a new random array. So 5, 3, 2, 4, 9. ठीक है, 5 elements it contain. ठीक है, array. ठीक है. Now let I is equal to 0. I is less than I dot size. In this particular case, we have array 5 and I plus plus. So it will go into the loop. This will run from start from 0. ठीक है, I is here. I is here right now. ठीक है. Then we are going to into J. कि भाई J is 0. J is less than I dot size and J plus plus. So J is 0 and J is also here. Now we will go inside. कि J is less than I dot size. कि भाई हाँ, J is right now 0 and it is less than 5. Yes, it is. So it will go inside. Now it's a sorted array of the J. So right now J is 5. ठीक है. If it is greater than the sorted array of its element ahead, one element ahead. So if the J plus 1 which means कि भाई J plus 1 which means this particular random element, this particular element. So if this particular element is greater than this particular element, as in this case it is true. ठीक है. So what we are going to do that, we are going to swap that. We already talked about the swap कि भाई we are going to swap that. So what we are going to do is we are going to swap that with the 3 lines of code कि भाई we are going to create a temporary variable, and we are going to store this particular temporary variable 3 into this temporary variable. Then we will take it here, and then we will uh, store this temporary variable to the this particular part. So basically it will sort the array, it will sort that particular two things. So this is what we are going to simply is happening here. Bhai, is if particular j, the 5 is greater than the 3, yes it is greater than the 3, then we are sorting the things कि भाई the particular element that this particular index contains कि भाई j0, the sorted array 0 contains what contain, it contains the 5. So I am showing that 5 particular 5 to temp. ठीक है. So I am showing this particular 5 to temp. You can do this either way. Either you can store the 3 into temp, either you can store the 5 into temp. So in this particular thing we are showing that 5 into temp. Then what we are going to do is element that was one position ahead again it, like ahead it. So we will going to copy that particular element into the 0th element. So we have 3, it will come here. So we have 5 we have stored in temporary array, then 3 will come here, and from the temp we are going to store it into the second index. So they are now from the temp we are going to store it into the first element, the first index. ठीक है. So it will swap, the both elements will swap. ठीक है. This will come out, and then j will be 1. J will come here, j will come here. ठीक है. Now j will come here. J is 1 is less than 5. Yes, it is 5. Now it will go again inside it. Now we will see कि भाई j5, j5 is greater than 2. Then we will do again all those things. So it will have 2 5, then j will come here, then it is again true, then 4 or 5 will go, then it will then again in the end it will say कि भैया j is correct, j is correct, like the this particular condition will get false because the 5 is smaller than 9. So then I will increase, then I will come from 0 to 1. Okay. So then I will come from 0 to 1. Okay. So in this case I will be 1 and j will again become 0. So j will again go to till last element, and then I will become 2, 3, 4 or 5. So like when I will reach 5, you will get the sorted array at the end. You will get the sorted array at the end. This is the bubble sort. Okay. As simple as that. So we have done that. Okay. So sorted array, as we have done the bubble sort, as we will click on the bubble sort. So we will have to write this particular function into bubble sort. Bubble sort. As simple as that. Okay. So whenever we will click on this particular function bubble sort, what it will do, it will give us the sorted array. Okay. Let's check this whether it is working or not. Okay. It is working or not. So let me refresh this again and let me generate a new array. If I click on new array, a new array is generated. If I click on sort array, now you will see the, if you are seeing above, like if you're seeing this particular thing and this particular thing, see the difference. Now it is sorted: 11, 10, 11, 15, 17, 26, 27, 27, two same elements, 30, 32, 35, 35, 36, 39. So like this is in a sorted way, but before that it was in a new unsorted way. If I again click on new array, so it will generate a new array. Now this will contain a random 40 elements. Now if I click on the sort array, it will sort that particular array only. Okay, what it generated on the new array. Okay, now we have done the coding part. We have done the what, the basic coding, like the coding, the main core part of the, like, or what we can call is a business logic. In the coding terms or in the tech terms, we call it as a business logic. Bhai, you have done the business logic. Okay, now we have to show this into a graph. How we are going to do that? We are going to use something known as the chart.js for this particular thing. Okay, so chart.js is a JavaScript library. If you go here, chart.js, click on this open source HTML5 charts for your website. Okay, so it will give you chart something like this. Okay, these charts. So we are going to use this bar chart. Okay, we are going to use this bar chart. Okay, as simple as that. So click on samples, you can see the samples also. By all the bar charts, line charts. So we are going to use the bar charts for this particular thing. You can use any chart. Okay, you can use any chart. So let's click on the get started and click on the getting started installation. So it will tell us ki, bhai, how to use this particular thing in your code. So we are using JavaScript. So we have something known as the CDNs. So we are going to use this particular CDN. ठीक है, we are going to use this particular CDN. CDNs are known as the content delivery network. So what they are, basically they are the small servers. ठीक है, they are the small servers that contain this particular code, and we are just bringing that particular code from the small servers. ठीक है, so there are many CDNs of a particular thing that we can use. ठीक है, of a particular thing that we can use. So this particular website says कि भाई you can use a CDN, you can use a CDN. So from that particular CDN, we are going to use this particular code. And what we're doing is, let me copy this first. Let me copy this, and go to your HTML part, and then go to your HTML part, and under the script, just copy this. So this is the CDN. This is the CDN, and in simple means that we are using this particular JavaScript library now into our JavaScript, now into our HTML, like now into our project. So whatever the things we are going to use, whatever the things we are going to build the chart.js or all those things, we are going to use this particular CDN. Okay. Okay, so this is the thing we are going to do. These are known as the CDN. Okay. Okay, so we have copied that particular CDN and paste it into that. You can also copy it from the my GitHub code. So if you go to the code, you can copy it from the index.html also. So I have pasted the same code. Okay, you can copy this from particular thing also. Okay, uh, so how we are going to use that? Okay, so let me copy this whole part. Let me copy this whole part, and I will explain you by what is this. But this is basically you will get in the like from the website also. Okay, as simple as that. Let me show how it looks like. Chart is not defined. Let me refresh this again. It is saying chart is not defined. So I think it is not taking the chart. Yeah, so now it worked. Actually, what mistake it was happening was कि bhai I was using the previous old version of the chart.js, which is not now working. So you copy the current version that is in my you copy the current code, current CDN that is in my like the code, and now then it will start. Okay. So let me show you what this particular code is. This is how we are this is how we are selecting that particular canvas. Okay, you all know that by how to we are what we are doing here. We are selecting that particular canvas. Dot context means कि भाई we are going to create something known as the 2D figures into that particular element. So this is the element. This is the element. Right now it is empty, right? But this is a canvas. So we are telling this thing कि भाई we are going to insert a 2D figure into this particular canvas. ठीक है, my chart. Now we are going to particular. This is the code of a chart.js. So this is how you will create a chart. Okay, chart, new chart, and this is where do you want to insert this particular chart. So I want to insert it into this particular thing element. So I wrote here my chart, and in this you will give it a type कि भाई what chart do you want. So it will give a I want a bar chart. So here you will write bar, and then the labels like the xy labels. So it will contains the 40 elements. So I have to write something like the element 1, element 2, element 3, like a 40 elements. Okay. Data sets means कि भाई it will contains the array, whatever the label I will give, and then the data, whatever data it will show. So what the array we will generate, it will show that particular array, and then the like the styling of this particular things. Okay. Then on the options thing, we can give the x and y coordinates, the color of the x and y coordinates, and the options also. This is the whole code you can get from the website, and you have to just copy and paste. The only two things are important is that the type of chart you want to display. So I want to display a bar chart, and the particular thing you want to display. So I want to display an array, the same array that we are generating up here. Okay, using the array. Okay, so I have to paste this particular same array. So now if I click on this particular generate new array, it will generate me a new array. Okay, it will run this function. Okay, sorry, it will run this function, and it will generate a new array. As simple as that. So this is the chart looking like. Okay, कि भाई this is the label, and this is the 40 elements that you are seeing here. In fact, click on new array, it will generate it. Okay, so now it is not generating it. Why? Because right now I am not manipulating that chart. So I have to write something here that will generate the new array. Okay, generate this chart, but that will fill this particular chart. Okay, so what I have to write, I have to let me paste it from the code. um, I have to use something like these two functions. Okay, these two functions. What it is happening here, कि भाई whatever the array you have generated, the random array, right? Insert that particular array into this chart. So chart dot data dot data sets dot data. Let me show you what it is. This is a chart dot dot data sets and dot data and dot data. So we are inserting the array into the data. Okay, and now we are going to update that. We are going to run this function that will update the chart. So now if I click on new array, you will see a chart here. Now if I click on the new array, you are seeing a chart here. Okay, if I click on new array again, you will see a chart here. A new array is generated. Okay, and now we are just like representing the new array into the form of a bar graph. Okay, as simple as that. Now in the same way, we have to do this thing again in the sort array function as well. So what here in this particular thing is, I will write here is sorted array. Sorted sorted array. So now if I click on this particular function sorted array, if I click on this particular button, this particular function will run. Okay, it will first sort the array, and now whatever the sorted array it will give me, I will paste that, or I will put that sorted array into this chart, and I will update that. Okay, so as simple as that. New array, it will generate a new array for me. What if I click on the sort array? As soon as I will click on the sort array, it has generated the sort array. Okay, yes, you are seeing here. But I am still getting something wrong here. It has sorted the array like 11, 11, 11, and then the 12. But in this particular thing, this particular element is 6, 6. Bhaiya, Akshat, six should come in the front. Why it is coming in the middle? It is not sorted. It is not sorted. This means it is not sorting. Na, this means it is not sorting. Okay. So array 9, array 9's should come in the front part, but it is not doing that. Why these 6 and 9 are coming in the middle? See, the bug here is that we are using the strings. We are not actually have the arrays, sorry, the numbers. We have actually have the strings. So like, if you click on this particular array, it contains the 27. Okay? And if you click on this, it is a 6. It is the 6. Sorry, it is the element 58. Okay? And here it is the element 6. So what it is comparing? It is comparing the first letter of this particular string. So like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, right? 2 2 2 2 2 3 3 4 4 5. Now 6. Now 6. So either we should generate 06, or either we should generate the numbers instead of strings, so that this 6 particular can be used as a number. If we will use the numbers, then it will sort the array according to numbers. But in strings, it is comparing the first letter, 5 and 6. That is why it is showing 6 above the, like, the after the 58. But this is wrong. This is not we want. So what we're going to do, that we are going to solve this particular bug. This is a bug, right? This is a bug. So we are going to sort it. So in generate random array function, it is generating a string, like it is generating a random string. So we have to convert that random string into a number. How we are going to do that? Constant constant number num is equal to parse int and the random. Okay, this is how we are going to return that. This is how we are going to convert that particular parse. Sorry, it is parent parse int. This is how we convert the string to a number into JavaScript, by using the parse int and then the random, the particular random generated value. Now we have converted into a number, and then we are going to return the number here. Okay, let's see whether it will work or not. New array, a new array is generated. Click on the sort array. Now as you can see, now it is giving me the numbers. Before it was giving me, it was giving me a string. Now it is giving me a numbers. Now it like, now it sorted the whole array. It sorted the whole array. Hence, this is the project. This is a particular project. So if I refresh this again, so like, this is not looking good. If I refresh this, if someone comes to your this particular page first time, so the first thing they will see is something like this, the empty thing. But we don't want that. So what we will do is ki bhaiya, whenever someone will come there, we will generate this particular, we will run this particular function. Okay, on the first go as well. So if I come on this page again, if I do the again, it will generate a new array. Click on the sort array, it will sort this. Generate new array, it will generate a new array. If I click on sort again, it will sort this array. Okay, so this is how we're going to this is how we are going, using the bubble sort. Okay, as simple as that. This is the project we have made, and it is a very very good project that you can write in your resume. Do make this project, and upload this particular project on your GitHub with the tags like uh, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the chart.js, and do write in the GitHub ki bhai, what things I have learned. Right, I have learned the bubble sort. I have used the bubble sort techniques in this particular thing. Okay, so now if you have learned any other particular algorithm, like if you have done any other particular sorting algorithms like the merge sort, quick sort, or the section sort, insertion sort, then try to use that particular algorithm instead of bubble sort. Okay, bubble sort was very easy, so I used this particular sorting algorithm. But in terms of complexity, it has something complexity known as the uh, O n square. Okay, O n square, O n square. It has a complexity O n square, time complexity O n square, which is not good. Okay, which is not good. N square is not a good time complexity. So like, we can do it n log n, n log n, with the merge sort, or the quick sort. These are the algorithms that will bring this time complexity down. Okay, so try to learn these sorting algorithms, and try to use this instead of bubble sort. Okay, but this is a good project where you are creating a new array, and then you are sorting this array. Okay, Goodbye, and we will meet in a next video.